So just to address the tone policing, I find that it's really, with the tone policing, it's really one sided when it comes to women. I think a lot of the times we're expected to handle things in a gentle, a soft tone, a manner. I'm not a soft tone type of woman. I've never been a soft tone type of woman. I'm a direct woman, and I am a mirror. So if you handle me with respect and you handle me with a gentile tone, I'll return that respect, no problem. But when you disrespect me, you're going to be met with that same energy. You understand? And there's no amount of tone policing. I don't like when, especially when black women, when we do this to each other, when we see each other being disrespected. And I respect your points, and maybe your points aren't pick me, maybe they are conservative, maybe I'm wrong in my assessment, I don't know. But from what I've seen, you're more male leaning, and that's okay, but that's your opinion. I
What?
think this is specific to my personality, who I am
Wow.
as a woman. You can't tone police me, Aisha. Nobody can. This is
So
how I speak. This
Hold
is
on,
how
Bruiser.
I
Hold
did.
on.
Wait, you're interrupting me, sir.
Hold
I'm
on, Bruiser.
almost finished. And so this is not about tone. If you speak to me with respect, I will speak to you back with respect. Everything else goes out the window. Nobody's tone policing these men. I have watched Darwin on several occasions, whether his tone is controlled, elevated, in between. It's very disrespectful. It's very contradicting. It's very judgmental. It's very heavy handed. And I don't hear you check him ever.
I did.
You literally
Hold,
just said, if you wind this back, that I don't talk gentle, I talk direct. But if you don't talk gentle to me, this is what you're gonna get from me. So you're expecting people to talk gentle to you, but you have the right to talk directly to them. DJ, you just said that. We rewind. If he pulls up this clip, you said that people got to talk gentle to you, but you get the right to talk direct to people. I'm not gentle. That's what you just said.
No,
How,
no,
how
no. I said that if you don't disrespect me and
right
you
now at
speak
the
to
end of
me
that,
in a particular manner,
you did
you will
say
get
that.
that in return.
You did say
But
that.
once you start coming at me disrespectfully, or you speak to me in a certain type of tone, all of that goes out the
You
window.
said that at the very end of it. Before that, you said the person's supposed to speak to you. If you don't speak to me gentle, but you don't, you literally said I'm gonna speak direct. I don't have to speak gentle. You just said that, DJ. I'll
No,
rewind
no,
it and
no.
share it.
No, 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 no. What I'm saying is I'm a direct speaking person. But if you not speaking to me gentile,
You just
then
did it again.
why do you expect that?
so you could call somebody niggas on the
No,
panel. You
Sweeney,
can say,
please, Sweeney, please, Sweeney. She just did it again. DJ,
yeah,
you
I
just
know.
said if you don't talk to me gentle, you just did it again. I'm gonna speak direct, and if you don't
Wait,
talk
wait,
to
wait,
me
wait. You're
gentle,
equating gentle with direct. You can still be
no, you did.
direct
I
and
agree.
speak regularly.
Yes, but you
This
said
is
you gotta.
my I don't know you. This is my everyday tone.
No, DJ,
This is my
respectfully,
tone.
you're saying that a
Y'all
person has to
haven't
speak
heard
general to
Hold on,
aggressive.
DJ, you gotta
you're
let him.
you're saying you said it twice again. You just did it again. A person has to speak gentle to you while you get to speak directly to them. And then you said, well, just because I speak directly, I was going to tell you that you could still be direct and gentle. Let me ask you this: do you think you have more power to get me to do what you want to do, speaking gentle and direct, or speaking disrespectfully, or more up and bass in your voice directly to a man? What do you think
I'm
you'll
not
get more?
trying to get you to
I'm
do
just
anything. I'm not
I
like
know. I'm
you.
asking. I'm asking. I'm not saying you are. Well, then you would be having a bad faith conversation, and this is not a good conversation. I want you to receive what I'm saying. I don't want to make you feel disrespected. I don't want to offend you.
Too
I don't want to
late.
put you out of your body. I disrespected you too.
I don't know why you keep questioning who I am and why I do the things that I do. I don't know who you are. I don't care.
I
Can
didn't.
I?
No, I
This is
didn't.
I have a
You
but
look.
question.
Look. Do
this
you
All right,
see
is
how
guys.
you
this
go
is
away?
the
Hold on a
bottom
second, guys. We
line.
got to
This is
we
the
got a
bottom
couple more
line.
cats on
I
the
was
stage.
spoken when I spoke my opinion and I was asked a question, I was disrespected. But when the response comes, it's one-sided.
So,
I'm not letting that happen. Like, we're
well,
not doing that.
one, I
Hold
didn't
on.
complain
Kim
about.
Kim was waiting for a minute. Go ahead, Kim.
Last week. Thank you, DJ. To give you an example, Ali, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. She there was a conversation that was had. It was about marriage, right? What we're supposed to be talking about tonight, bringing, our community together and so forth. And they were talking, somehow the issue got brought up, or not the issue, the topic of my job and blah, 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 blah. Thank you to Trev and Sweeney. They basically, at the conclusion was, Kim, you know what you do, you know what your choices are, you're going to live with it. You're not, complaining about it. I said, yes. Other people just kind of, you said earlier, or just a few minutes ago, you can speak directly and be respectful. I thought I was doing that last week. DJ, like I thought, and in my mind, I was like, damn, like, what am I saying that's wrong? At the end of the conversation, other people were like, yeah, like, what did Kim say? Because I was being reasonable and being honest. And I was giving an example of a woman being direct and just being honest. Like, I was being so transparent. Even the people in the comment section were dogging me. Kim, well, at least she knows what she's worth. At least she knows she's this, she's 40, she's narrowing her options. She's just, all because I said a truth. I said, I'm 40. I don't want any more kids, but I want to get married. People were going off and off and on, but we were supposed to be having this open dialogue, right? Within our community. We're supposed to be coming up. Here's the problem, coming up with solutions. DJ gave an example. She interjected because she's looking at it. And a few other women did too. Like, damn, like Kim's just telling y'all her situation and telling you what she's going to do. Sweeney gave me the stats and said, and Trev, they're like, okay, there's X amount of million people, this age, this is what, you go look for that person and that. So she did. And she was met with, some, I don't even know the word, but
like Sweeney and Trev were being disrespectful.
No, they agreed. They were saying, because the conversation was going too long, and basically Trev and Sweeney just came in and said, look, Kim knows what this is. She knows the consequences. But DJ came in, and I think maybe it's misunderstood. Because you could see it. And what she's saying is, like, our personalities are different, but I was being respectful. And I was still met with a lot of pushback. Even because you said you can be direct and still be respectful. I did that last week, and I was
But you can give pushback and not be disrespectful either. So if I disagree with you, no, I'm saying if somebody was pushing back and they weren't being disrespectful, so these conversations aren't necessarily supposed to always agree. We can disagree. So I will push back. If I disagree with what you say, I could push back. But if I'm doing disrespectfully is the issue. But if I'm not doing in disrespect, then that should be fair. That should be a valid statement and received in a well manner. But if someone wants to be offended is another thing too. But if someone disrespected you, is every right to be called out as well too. But I think as men and women, we have to be more accountable about when we see disrespect, and we all call it out in the same manner. If Aisha gets disrespected, the men and women should say something. Or if I get disrespected, the men and women should say something. And what we typically see is the brothers will speak out for both, but a lot of sisters will sit back when a sister's being disrespectful and not say anything. That's what typically happens. And that's why brothers get a certain type of way typically when we have these conversations as well too. But can you concede to that point that a lot of times sisters will sit back? Because I think your nature is the man supposed to handle it anyway. But the problem is when you're dealing with a lot of women who are not being cooperative and disrespectful, the man can't even get the women to listen. But the women in our community can get the women to listen.
Let me interrupt real quick.
You can't.
I'm not DJ. I'm not talking about you specifically.
I'm just saying. Go ahead, Kim.
I can't. I think we could agree. Everybody on this panel probably has to talk to everybody maybe a certain kind of way. Y'all have known each other longer. From what it seems like, DJ's just very like strong-willed and strong-minded, and she's going to believe what she's convicted, just like other people are to their opinion. I think the difference, you're right, maybe is the tone, but we're not going to agree. We're not.
I think she's smart. She seemed like she's a smart person. She does have a strong personality, but it's the times when she was being disrespectful. If she's calling in PTSD or she's cutting people off, that you have to acknowledge that. It's another thing if she interjects too. That's fine with that too. But it's when you're cutting off someone when they're speaking, especially if she don't want to be.
I have been called feminist
like that.
I've been called you've been talking a lot.
I didn't just see.
I've been
Kim,
called
now you're gonna address that.
A dirty
I didn't call her.
feminist.
I didn't do that.
I've been called bitter. I've been called a baby. I've been called all of the things.
You've been looking at the chat.
So we not
right.
gonna
Nobody on this panel
out.
say any of that about you.
We're
There
not
you
going to
see?
violin this out because
Let
the
me speak
bottom
after
line
her
is
real
So-
quick.
disrespect is not one-sided, and you don't get to tell people how they respond to your disrespect.
DJ, nobody is
And
talking about
Hold on.
tonight.
and
Can I
So-
interrupt?
just like
It's gonna
y'all
take
are
me a
strongly
second.
convicted, just like y'all are strongly convicted, there are also women that are strongly convicted about their belief system. That's all.